Alright lads, so one of the new characters in the game right now is the brand new Technique Espada killer ABIRAMA, a character that has been designed for guild quests, more specifically the ranged Espada week guild quest, which will be happening in like 9 or so weeks time. But he is a character that is really powerful in terms of the damaged output that he can actually dish out, and at the same time very similar to someone like Empati, for example. Even though they have been designed for one specific game mode, in this case ABIRAMA has been designed for guild quests, he also comes with guard break, therefore making him actually usable in normal PvE content. And while I won't be showcasing him in PvE content, mainly because he plays like any other NAD character, if you've seen gameplay of Tokinada, Misaki, Ryuka, Kugo for example, he basically plays the exact same as them. He doesn't really do anything too special, but he just does good enough. So for this video, I'm mainly going to be focused on how he performs in guild quests, again, more specifically the Espada Week guild quest that he has been designed for. And as always, if you lads are new to the channel, make sure you do hit that subscribe button because we are uploading Bleach Brazos content daily, and we are now pushing for 40,000 subscribers. So without further ado, let's jump into the video talking about the new bird on the scene, Magician's Red. So before we do jump into the gameplay showcase, let's quickly talk about the numbers he can actually dish out thanks to all the buffs he gets from his skills. The first one being his soul trait. He has a no attack damage plus 30% soul trait. So very similar to the characters that came out last month, we're starting to see more mid-month characters get these extra enhanced soul traits up to 30%. This therefore makes ABIRAMA a very powerful link for any technique character in the game that is more so focused on no attack damage, which is a great thing to have as a character. If you never want to use him, at the end of the day, he's always going to be a very powerful link. Lucky for him though, this further increases the damage that he can dish out, because in addition to that, he also has a 20% team party buff to technique attribute Aranka's non-attack damage, and this does go for himself. So right there, already has a 50% non-attack damage increase. And then in addition to that, he also has an additional 60% non-attack damage increase, therefore taking his non-attack damage increase to 110%. And then it doesn't even end there, because he also gets 30% extra killer effect, 50% in guild quests, and 10% range damage, 30% in guild quests. So that means this character is already hitting like a massive truck sending a character into another world in normal PvE content, and then it gets even more insane in guild quests, and this allows him to hit very hard. And then of course, rounding it up, he also does get Flurry +1 and Poise. And just for comparison's sake, let's compare him to another character that you're going to be seeing used a lot in this particular week of guild quest, the Fierce Battle Renji. Now Fierce Battle Renji comes with a 20% no attack damage soul trait, a team party buff to heart attribute Soripers, which will increase their no attack damage by 20%, and then he also gets 30% bruiser. So overall, he basically has a 70% no attack damage increase. And if he does inflict lacerate, he does get an extra 40% damage, but for the most part in the Espada Week guild quest, depending on the character you're using as your main, you're very rarely gonna actually inflict lacerate. So I don't really want to talk about that all too much. Let's just focus on the, core damage output that you're gonna be getting every single time. And you can already see right there a massive difference between the two. Renji only has a 70% no attack damage increase, while ABIRAMA has 110%, plus the extra killer effect, and plus the added damage by being a ranged character in guild quests. And that right there already goes to show how big of a power creep this actually is. And ABIRAMA also again comes with the added effect of being a guard break character, so you can actually use him outside of guild quests. Having said that though, let's quickly showcase some of these characters in the game, because looking at numbers is one thing, but demonstrating how the character performs in a guild quest is another thing. So for this video, we're going to compare him to two different characters. The first one being Yoruichi, who basically has even investment levels, so level 10 attack and level 10 link shots. Renji, on the other hand, is a max transcended character, but also with level 20 link shots. So there's a good comparison between the two. Someone that has the same investment as him, but then someone that has just significantly more investment. So that said, let's jump into the first run, that being Yoruichi. Yoruichi, by the way, is again only 1 out of 5. This is the build that we have given her. Unfortunately, she herself is not immune to weakening, so we have to come up with roundabout ways to make sure that she is immune to weakening. And that is why she has the Hell vs Ichigo link, while also having the Shiratama dumpling accessory. So starting off with the Yoruichi run, the first thing you're going to notice is that we want to clear as fast as possible. Of course, that is the main point of guild quest, but mainly due to the fact that when we are in our transformed state with Rukia, we only have 10 seconds with the increased chance to inflict freeze. And the faster we can do that, the faster we can get through each wave, the better, because it's going to be a lot easier. Otherwise, we have to kind of just restart a lot to try and inflict the freeze. In this case, we actually got a pretty good run. We are already on the Aaroniero boss with 40 seconds left. We soul bomb at the 20-second mark, in which the Okira does come in frozen and also defense weakened. At that point, we're basically just slowly chipping at the character's HP. What we do here is transform, use our SA3, we again inflict the freeze, and now we just wait. We have to wait wait, unfortunately, a couple seconds. Yoruichi is doing damage, but not enough damage, where we had to finish off with our SA1 when it did come back. And with that, we get around a 40-second run, which is, it's good. For most people out there, that's a good run. Of course, if we had a less invested team, let's say we had a worse third support character in Jusuro, if our Rukia wasn't as invested, this team would be a lot slower. But it is still a good run nonetheless, and we were rewarded with 25 orbs. That's actually pretty good. And the next run we're going to be looking at, Renji's run. So again, Renji is max transcended. This is his build. Really good team. So what you're going to notice here is because we are clearing a lot faster, we have a lot easier time inflicting the freeze. And that's why every time a boss spawns in, we pretty much inflict the freeze, other than Aaroniero there. But because we were doing so much damage, we sub him to the final boss, we use our SA1, SA2 comes back, and boom, we got a 16-second clear. That again is with a max transcended Renji, 1,000 additional attack, 1,000 additional focus, with level 20 link shots, with the added effect of having full stam, and also being naturally immune to weakening. This is something that a 1 out of 5 Renji cannot do. But again, just for demonstration, with a max transcended Knight character, we got a 16-second run. So that said, how does a 1 out of 5 ABIRAMA perform when compared to a 1 out of 5 Yoruichi and a 5 out of 5 max transcended Renji? And last but not least, now let's see how ABIRAMA performs. Now, one of the great things about ABIRAMA is that he is a ranged character, so he does get to stay back. He doesn't waste time flash step into, because he gets too close to an enemy. And as you can see right now, again, very lucky with the freezing, because we are doing a lot of damage, where we're able to get to all 4 waves, where we still had the increased chance to inflict freeze, which is great for a 1 out of 5 character. We saw Bum with 43 seconds left, and we're already doing a lot of damage with a 1 out of 5 character. And with so what you see there, we cleared that GQ with 37 seconds left. So we basically got, what, a 23-second run? That's not bad. Again, keep in mind, lads, he is a 1 out of 5 character, and when compared to Yoruichi, she got a 40-second run, where ABIRAMA got a 23-second run, and they both had the same investment level. Both of them were 1 out of 5 with level 10 link slots. Renji, on the other hand, got a 16-second runner, but he was max transcended. He had level 20 link slots. There was a massive investment level between the two, and that's kind of crazy to see. So if we had taken ABIRAMA to, let's say, level 20 link slots, given him extra damage to frozen enemies and also full stam, ABIRAMA would have already performed better or the same time to a 5 out of 5 Renji, which is kind of crazy to think about. And keep in mind, when we did get Renji to T20, we were forced to give him weaken resistance, which is something that ABIRAMA just doesn't need to worry about. He can get 2 bonus abilities, prioritizing the damage output that he can dish out. So this should overall go to show how good ABIRAMA is. And if you are someone that is struggling in Guild Quest more specifically, ABIRAMA is someone that's definitely going to be great to have for the Esapda Guild Quest, especially when we do get that upcoming Guild Quest in a few weeks' time, when we get the ranged Esapda Guild Quest, where you can still bring melee characters, but it's more encouraged for you to bring ranged characters. And if you do, they're going to be doing more damage. ABIRAMA is a great character, not to summon for right now. I still think you should be skipping the banner, but again, he is a premium character. In, let's say, 6 or so months, maybe for the anniversary, he might be a filler. He is a character that you are going to get in the future. It's not if, it's when. So that's the lads, that was the demonstration of using ABIRAMA in Guild Quest. Definitely someone that's worth looking into if you ever do pull him. And with that said, that was the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.